Hi, this is Dilip here. Now, today I'm going to talk about the art of breathing. Now, most of us are breathing, but are we breathing enough? Are we maximizing our lungs? Are we keeping our lungs in proper condition? Now, it is very, very important to understand this. Now, what I'm going to talk today, and I'm going to demonstrate some techniques and how to do this proper breathing techniques. Now, it is very, very important in the sense that I want to share something is this. We can control the quality of food that we eat. We can control the quality of water that you drink. But can you control the quality of the air that you breathe? You have to breathe, but you cannot control the quality of the air. And that's the problem. You know, there's a lot of airborne disease going around, and many people are getting all kind of illnesses, sickness. And now it is COVID-19. We have a lot of fear, and everybody's talking about that. And what it does affect the COVID-19? First thing it affects is your respiratory system. It affects your upper lung, mid lung, lower lung. Now today, I'm not talking here about you, about a cure for this COVID-19 or whatever. What I'm talking here is how to take care of your lung, to strengthen your lung, to clear the congestion so you can inhale better, keep your lungs in better condition. So that is very, very important. Now, there are three parts of our lung. We call the upper lung, the mid lung, and the lower lung. Now, breathing is just like this. When you pour water into a glass, the water gets filled from the lower to the upper. Now, when you empty the glass of water, as you empty, the glass gets emptied from the upper to the lower. Now, likewise, when you do your inhalation, when you breathe, you got to breathe from your lower lung to your upper lung. And as you exhale, upper lung to a lower lung. Now, let me show you an example. Now, all of you, you can sit down now, sit cross-legged. Let's experiment this. Now, take a seat on the chair, on the floor, whatever you decide to do now. I want you to take a deep breath. Breathe in. And you notice you're able to breathe only up your chest, most of you. And what happens when you do this? You tend to lift your chest. As you lift your chest upwards, your abdomen goes inwards. And what happens? You're lifting your diaphragm. And you're able to only breathe up to your mid-chest, the mid-lung. So you hardly utilize your upper lung. So it's very, very important. That's the problem with most of you is you do not utilize, you only breathe about 1/5 of the capacity of your lung. So the upper lung breathing, I'll show you, I'll demonstrate this, how it goes. You see, first thing first, you got to what they call the diaphragmatic breathing. As you inhale, the abdomen goes forward. And I breathe in slowly until the upper lung. You can listen to the sound. So it's very important to fill up your entire lung, the upper lung, mid lung, lower lung. Now as you exhale, the abdomen goes inwards. As you exhale, as I inhale, now you watch how I do as I exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now, this is not, it takes time to practice diaphragmatic breathing. First, you've got to learn how to use your diaphragm. It's a simple thing. Now, when you lie down, as you inhale, as you breathe in and out, you notice when you breathe in, your abdomen goes up, and as you exhale, your abdomen goes down. Now, you can try out, lie down on the floor now. Those who want to, try it, lie down on the floor. Okay, now place your hand on your abdomen. Now, inhale. As you inhale, you notice the abdomen moves upwards. And as you exhale, the abdomen moves downwards. Breathe in, breathe out. So you notice when the abdomen moves upwards, what happens? The diaphragm relaxes. When the diaphragm relaxes, the lung has got more capacity to inhale. So that's very important. So that is when you're sleeping, what you call it the unconscious state. But in your conscious state, you don't do that. But as you keep on practicing this for 27 days, your subconscious mind takes over. and becomes automatic. When you breathe your diaphragmatic movement and exhale. Now, most important is for a start, you got to learn to use your upper lung. Most of you do not use your upper lung. That is why you get infections. Now, most of when you breathe, first thing what happens? As you inhale with the airborne disease that's going around, first it goes through your nostril. You don't clean your nostril. Okay? Then what happens? The mucus gets infected. And then what happens? It drips into your throat. And then your throat gets infected. And when this mucus gets infected, it goes to, first thing it affects is your upper lung. So it's very, very important that you got to learn to take care of your upper lung, your throat, and your nostril. Now for your nostril, there's a simple technique, what is known as Kapalabhati. Now I'll show you this. I'm going to show you 3 techniques how to keep your nostril clean. Exercise your nostril, release the pressure in your sinuses, clear the congestion in your sinuses. Then for your throat, then for your upper lung. Now the simple, you fold your thumb, wrap your 4 fingers. Now this is known as Kapalabhati and Bhastrika. So what you do, inhale and you sneeze. Now you do this about 20 times and you notice some of you get a lot of mucus coming out. So this helps to clear the congestion in your nostril. Now the next what you do is, you're going to do the upper lung breathing. Now it is very, very important to do the upper lung breathing. Now the first thing is you've got to learn to lie down and do it. Now what I'm going to do, I have this yoga mat here and I'm going to roll. Now if you don't have a yoga mat, then what you do is you can use a pillow. You can use a pillow. So I'm going to roll this mat. Give a good roll. Okay, give a good roll. Halfway through. Okay, so I'm going to place it this way, mat. And then what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to lie down. The best is to learn in doing lying down first to direct more airflow to your upper lung. There's 2 methods. So what this is, we call a clavicle breathing. This is a collarbone, we call it clavicle breathing. So you place your shoulder blade on the mat and the mat is below your armpit. Then what you do is bend your legs like this, is comfortable, and then place your hand behind. Now those people who got frozen shoulder, you can keep your hand by the side. Okay? So what I do is now, and I slowly lower my head. I lower my head and I place, and I breathe in and out. Now breathing, this is natural breathing. So no, you notice your chest opens up because the mat, it opens up your chest. So it allows more airflow to your upper lung. Breathe in and out. Now this is a wonderful, wonderful breathing technique. Excellent to do this. Do this at night before sleep. Now you can't use a mat, use a pillow. You can use a pillow cushion to push up your chest. And you allow more airflow. So this is a wonderful exercise to do. And when you do this, you notice as time goes, you don't have these respiratory problems. You don't get these congestions in your lung. You don't get this cough, cold, sore throat easily. I'm saying you won't get it easily. So try working on this first. There's so many other techniques, but what I want to teach you is how to utilize your upper lung. Okay, first do the Bhastrika. It's very important to cleanse your nostril, to keep your throat clear. And then you do the upper lung breathing. You do this and you notice that as you keep on doing this, even as time goes, when you walk, you don't get so tired, your breathing is better, and you notice also your sleeping becomes better. And also this helps also for people who've got sleep apnea. People who have sleep apnea, it helps. Okay, it improves your quality of sleep. So you try it out. I'm very sure it'll work because I'm doing this every day. I spend about 20 minutes on my breathing exercise alone. And during this time, you are most of the time at home. You have a lot of time. Practice this, and I'll come to the second step and how to use your mid lung in the following lesson in a few days' time. So meanwhile, keep on practicing, and I wish you all the best, and God bless you. Thank you very much.